This is a 370 BR Montana High Country middle bonus room. Some people are going to call it a bunkhouse, but it's a flexible floor plan that can be and do anything you want it to be and do. These, in a sense, can be considered the ultralights of their class. 2 years after they were created, Montana became the #1 selling fifth wheel. And things like this, like you can see the drop-down I-beam frame here, this huge, monstrously large drop frame storage. Non-carpeted flooring, so you're not going to have that mildewy stuff going on. Outside TV hookups. And this thing is all aluminum framed. That's what's nice about it. The whole darn thing's aluminum framed. We have a fully automotive painted nose cap up here, and Keystone actually expanded to have their own paint shop. So they can control all their own paint work. That's something that I like. Now, look at your slide out walls real close. You see this really rough skin texture. That's what pulls these seals super taut, so that you get a very clean seal inside and out. Opposite side, the door side of this RV had magnetic baggage door latches. Don't know if you'd noticed that. They were flipped all the way up. This side, you couldn't quite do that because we do have the slide out sticking out here, but they strut the door so you don't have to hold it open. And this shows you here your fully enclosed heated docking center. Back here, there's actually heating to the back side of that. This has a very, again, heavy-duty insulation package, fully enclosed, insulated forced air heated belly, insulated, ceilings, insulated nose cap. Everything is what it's supposed to be. Sweet looking wheels. And I tell you, when these things are rolling, that little curvature that they got there, it looks, I don't know, man, it just looks cool. Looks like helicopter blades spinning you down the road, flying you toward excitement. Standard suspension on this is better than industry standard. This is a CRE 3000 rubber shock dampener. That's compression rubber equalization, CRE. Long story short, in English, what does that do? Helps keep the RV from doing this. It helps keep the RV from doing this, and it helps keep you and your vehicle from doing this constantly, from getting jounced around like crazy. What else? Oh, automatic leveling, of course. So you push a button, it levels itself, so that just couldn't be any simpler and easier. Being a fun family bunkhouse, you've got the handy cargo rack on the back here so that you can load up the kids' bikes, extra coolers, all that stuff. Truly full walk-on roofing. That's just the construction of this is absolutely not a concern. Montana's back on top. At the time of this filming, this is the #1 selling brand of fifth wheels in the country, period. Period. For these dollars and cents at this price point, you don't usually get 4 entry steps. You'll get triples. Again, Montana takes it another step above. Friction hinge door so that it doesn't slam against the side of the trailer. Check that out. Normally, right when you walk in, you would have a private docking center. Because of the positioning of the bonus room on this one, the docking center is just one step over. But again, you've got your porch, awning, patio lights, all your slide buttons, everything right here. Your awning, all that stuff is right here where it's easy to see. Now, what I like is you've got backlit stuff for the things that aren't visible. Another nice thing, I like a coat closet right when you walk in the door. That's just smarter to me. One thing I want to mention is there is some optional equipment present in this video, and something as simple as the, fabric decor and color scheme in here could be different on the one we have in stock. Opposing living room super slides is what makes this thing just look and feel so enormous inside. Now, what's nice is these are 6.5 foot tall to that ceiling panel. They are tall person friendly. Now, that middle bonus room is what makes this possible, because previously bunkhouse fifth wheels just had bad living rooms. They just couldn't have big living rooms because the bunks ate too much space. Then all of a sudden somebody goes, what if we just kind of put the sleeping space here in the middle of the RV? Every square inch of this thing is combed, it's dressed, it's pressed. You've got, you see the little LED backlight above the cabinetry there, that's also perfect. So there's a skylight up here. I drew the shade so that the camera didn't get eaten up by it. But you'll also notice up here, we have a Max Air power vent fan. Now, what's really cool is you have a wall control switch for that. You can open it, close it, turn it on, off right there. Like you see that residential ceiling fan to give you airflow, but you don't see an air conditioner. That's because these have a quiet cool system. You've got your 15,000 BTU air up there with a quiet cool centrally ducted system. That means you're only going to hear about 10% of the sound of that AC, and that is a real numbings. Now, generally speaking, we're going to equip these with the second AC up in the bedroom that is ducted. So this has a 28,500 BTU AC system, not to mention a heavy-duty insulation package, so that, spring, summer, fall, winter, you should be fine in this thing. Now, they put a larger residential size microwave in here, so if you feel like you want to put a big convection in, you absolutely can. 12 cubic foot, 4-door gas electric fridge and freezer. And that, to me, is what defines this as an RV that goes and not sits. Residential refrigerators are not good for towing down the road. These are made for that. So if you're a family that moves, that goes, this is the one. This is the perfect RV for you. And you're not going to have to settle for poor entertainment options. Case in point, it doesn't matter where you're at. You can flip this TV around to go anywhere you want. And when you do that, you realize, holy cow, there's all kinds of storage back here. They left you a big open pocket back there. You can use it for DVDs, use it for anything. And then you start looking and you go, oh my gosh, it's even bigger. You know, there's your DVD system right there. We've got a Bluetooth soundbar below. But everything is dressed up exactly as it needs to be. You can use it for heat, so you don't have to burn up your propane, which is sweet. But you can also just use it for visual aesthetics. You don't necessarily have to crank the heat up on that. Something I like is there's a light switch back there, light switches here. Everything has its own little switch. Also, you may have noticed outside you can't see in these windows. They're like pitch black, but you want to really blot out the sun. These have, slow rise roller shades that are just absolutely fantastic. Both sides of this hide-a-bed have stands with little power outlets to charge. As I mentioned earlier, wall-hugging theater recliners, so that you can just really sit down and have a nice plush space. And again, that taller, slide height is everything. And here's something bunkhouses don't have. A load of windows. But again, this isn't necessarily a bunkhouse. This can be used for a lot of different reasons. Freestanding table over there is fantastic. It gives you a more comfortable seating arrangement, and you can always extend the little leaf on there to give you comfortable seating for 6, maybe 7 if you put an extra chair on the front of this thing here. The kitchen, it doesn't look huge, but it's 10 pounds of sugar in a 5-pound sack. We already talked about the big refrigerator over here. Now, a taller slide leaves room for a few things. Bigger microwave with storage above, so you've got bonus storage overhead here that a lot of others may not have. The stove has been recessed, and what that allows them to do is give you more counter space, but notice again the attention to detail with things like that, the appliance outlets. Now, that's like a perfect place right down there for like your big cooking pans and stones and whatnot, like for pizzas and things. You've got extra storage below the oven where a lot of brands don't. Every square inch of the counter space back here is storage. You've got all kinds of drawer space. They even build right in a place for a wastebasket, even including the wastebasket. And notice in the kitchen here, we've got all solid surface counters. We've got undermounted, stainless sinks. Everything's the way it's supposed to be. It's Montana level, pull-out sprayer faucet. And again, you don't have to be 10 foot tall to get to that vent fan up there. You can operate that right from the kitchen area. So, the campsite cook can sit right here. They have everything blocked and partitioned off with 100% access to easy storage that's literally never any more than 1 step away. That's awesome. The middle room here, the bonus room, if you will. You walk right in. Once again, everything just has 1 switch lighting. We've got an overhead bunk that can fold down when you need it, fold up when you don't. It could always just be storage. This is a fold-down little jackknife-style sofa. So during the day, you just have a nice lounge. At night, you can always fold it down into an extra sleeping space. But when you're sitting here, check this out. This could be a mobile office. It could be the man cave, depending on, your situation. You've got great storage. You've got awesome entertainment. They even swing arm mounted that thing. Amazing overhead storage. Now, right when you walk in, carpetless, and you have easy access up to the bathroom. And notice triple steps with a little anti-slip strips so that if you're wearing your socks, you're not going to take a spill. Even building in the handle to get up the steps safely. If this isn't built in at the factory level, that means they may not have reinforced the wall, because this is a laminated wall. There's not necessarily studs to tap into like you're used to in residential construction. That's what's nice about this. Now look at this bathroom door. It is so super cool the way it swings and recesses in, so that when you're coming up the stairs, you don't have to walk backwards down the stairs to get into it. It is so cool. So we've got a nicer porcelain foot flush stool. You see the beautiful linen space over here. This is a big ticket item for me, is having a place to put towels in the bathroom. Over here we've got a larger sink that mom and dad can actually put their hands in. You don't have to have little kid hands. Now, between all the mirrors, the bright white light getting reflected off the shower enclosure, the skylight, the vent fan up here. I don't even have the lights on in here, and I don't think you need to. But what's cool again, I say construction's not a concern on these. A one-piece seamless molded shower enclosure. It's self-reinforced. You know, one switch and we have everything we need. This is a true king bed, 70 by 80 true king. Cross breeze windows on both sides of the bed, stands for your phone chargers and CPAPs. Even built-in little charging ports for your phones and residential outlets nearby for your CPAPs and stuff. Remember, when you get a second AC from the factory level, it is going to be centralized. Front wall to wall, 8-foot wide storage over here. And this is really sharp. Now, this is washer dryer prepped. You see that over here. I believe this is, yeah, looking at this, this looks like a split setup. So you're going to have the washer over there, the dryer over there. So they're not stackable, but you can still put separate washer and dryers in here. You don't have to use a combo-matic. Something about it just strikes me as just a titch left to center, and I'm really liking it. Big window here for cross breeze and light, and all that light's going to get reflected around this mirror. And this little boot bench slash you know, laundry hamper thing here, that is a staple of the Montana family. That's different. It's the touches. It's the little touches that make Montana just a true superstar in their class, you know. The bedroom TV up here can even pivot around to give you the absolute perfect viewing at bedtime. You know, you've got a big dresser space down here. You've got extra outlets everywhere to charge everything. Everything that matters is here. And then they go above and beyond with stuff